Sail out, sail away, make way. Ocean Posse Awards 2025 to 2026. Ocean Posse End of Season Awards Ceremony.
All right, well, let's get into it. And I'm excited to announce this year's Ocean Posse Awards. The first thing is the biggest fish caught, because we have a lot of folks that are trolling / fishing and excited about it. And this year we looked through it. So we had some pretty big hitters here. I think this was Seeker, big old mai, great yellowfin tuner. Seeker and Stray Cat pulled basically the biggest mais out of the water. So they are tied, and I'm going to have to ask them to decide for themselves. Those are the two biggest fish caught awards. So that's the biggest fish award for this season with the Ocean Posse.
Ocean Posse winner, biggest fish caught. Ba 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 da da.
Next comes the picture of the year, and this was very close. So drum roll, please, everybody. And the winner for picture of the year is Tidings of Joy with this particular picture. So congratulations, Tidings of Joy, your shot was the winner. So please give us a speech about this. We want to hear all Tidings of Joy.
You want that speech now?
I want that speech now. This is your acceptance speech. How are we going to get a bottle of rum to you?
We'll figure that out. Yeah, it was just, the stunning sunset from St. Anne in Martinique. And we were just perfectly positioned at anchor to see these sunsets one after another. And there was that piton on the left. And I saw this sailboat in the distance going across the view. And I just waited till it was in the middle of the mainland and the piton. Just got the picture and completely unaltered in any way, just complete natural light and straight off the iPhone. So just was a good picture, just lucky.
And I want to let people know that Tidings of Joy and Fortitude X/10 are always neck and neck on winning things. But it was one vote that made this picture pop. Stephanie and Torsten, you may have to snag a little rum out of Tidings of Joy's booty. So please...
I was going to say that I'm lucky enough to be able to see Steffi and Torsten this week. I hope that we can get together. I think we are. And I will definitely supply some rum because she takes great pictures.
All right, good. Well, let's keep this competition going. What do you have to say, Stephanie and Torsten? You got beaten this year by one vote.
That's
okay. It's a great picture.
That's an awesome picture. Congratulations, guys. And it's all about the company, and thanks for sharing all of your great shots.
Thank you, and congratulations. Drum roll again.
Ocean Posse winner, best picture of the year. Da ba 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 ba. Goes to Tidings of Joy.
All right, moving on to the Captain Ron Award. So this is our least favorite award for folks to win. There it is. This was a runner-up. This is a boat that snagged what looks to be, I don't know what that is, a standoff bar. The second runner-up was Lucky Chucky, who in Scotland took a little bite out of the Scottish channels, apparently a known place, and so he had that repaired. But the absolute winner, and congratulations this year,
the Captain Ron Award, winner of the year, undisputed, unfortunately. Dub. It's just a string of bad luck.
For the Captain Ron Award is Stray Cat 2. With Adventures in Anchoring, bringing up a whole, what looks to be a hut. Congratulations, Stray Cat 2 and Adventures in Anchoring. So there it is. Good. Next, let's talk about uninvited visitors.
In the locker, a rat on the line. Both seem convinced the yacht is mine. A gecko on watch by the compass light, a seabird claiming the bow all night. Da-ba-da. Then comes the one we all adore, with luggage enough for a 30-foot shore. She offers advice on sails and law. Yes, you've guessed it, the mother-in-law. Da-ba-da. Ocean Posse, Uninvited Visitor Award.
Hokipa had some algae on board. I think some critter that made it through one of their through hulls. Then we had some ugly critters on board. We always have some birds on board. Then there was a bull shark swimming nearby. But the absolute winner this year for Uninvited Visitor 2025-2026 is
Uninvited Visitor Award.
Snakes in the Galley. So sailing vessel journey, you win. You absolutely win. So please tell us a little bit about this, how you felt and how you got her off the boat.
So we were in Agua Verde, early morning. Remy took the dinghy on the beach to do the maintenance, and we sailed to Candeleros Chico, like about 2 or 3 hours sail. The wind was strong, so the boat was moving a lot. I think I remember we had lunch. We went inside, and suddenly we saw that snake coming from the galley. So Remy said, "Don't move." So I didn't move. And we didn't know if it was a snake that was poisonous or not. So I had my phone in my hand, so I tried to look for it. And okay, are we gonna get rid of it? Our fears were that the snake would sneak into the boat somewhere. So we looked online, and of course, all the instructions you got are from a snake inside your home, not inside your boat. So Remy took a tarp, put the tarp on the snake, and then he went to put, layers and boots and gloves and things like that. And he just slide the snake into the big orange bucket. So he was able to slide the snake into the bucket, and he took the bucket out on the beach and he released the snake. And I was still shaking when he came back. For weeks, I was looking everywhere because I was afraid that snake would have made baby snake inside the boat, or, I didn't know. We think the snake got into the dinghy, right there in the back of the boat, and sneak into the kitchen like that. Or the day before we took the kayak, might be another way for the snake to get into the boat. But now I do double check, every time we go to land. I always double check if there is nothing in the kayak or in the dinghy. It was not a poisonous one. That's what we found out afterwards, but still.
Good. Well, Anne, I want to thank you because in 30 years, one of my favorite artists is Frank Zappa, and he actually has a song called "Baby Snakes." And after we get off this call, I'm gonna name that after you. And so, Sailing Vessel Journey, Snakes in the Galley is going to be renamed to Baby Snakes in the Galley. How's that?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Anne, and congratulations. And I'm going to have to hand deliver the bottle of rum in.
We do it in La Rochelle.
Perfect.
We do it in La Rochelle for sure.
Let's talk for highest wind recorded.
The rigging hums its ancient song. The bow lifts and falls to the swell, and every sailor listens to what the weather has to say. Phew, Ocean Posse, highest wind recorded award.
We had 37, 38, 41, and 43. But the winner this year, and they actually have a recording on YouTube. So if you follow this little link here, Dr. John saw 71 knots as a microburst hit in Banana Bay and Golfito. Dr. John with 71 knots. This is our highest wind recorded ever, with a video to boot. They win for highest wind recorded with 71 knots. So congratulations, Dr. John, on 71 knots and making it through. All right, moving on. Spirit of exploration.
From Scotland's misty shores to the Dominican sun, and down the coast of Brazil, the horizon calls toward distant destinations. The spirit of exploration.
The prize for Spirit of Exploration is 1 week at Marina Papagayo and Brigadoon 3 for your amazing anchorage.
Correct. It was just the western extent of Dominican Republic, almost in Haiti.
The second one goes to Lucky Chucky and Lisa for Scotland and, looking for the puffins. So they were second in level of exploration. The winner goes to Raj for his exploration in Brazil and being off the coast of Brazil. We celebrate that. We also opened up Brazil this year with 12 marinas. So for him being there, he wins the Spirit of Exploration Award. So congratulations and bravo for opening up that coastline for us. So thank you, everybody. Next, we have a Good Samaritan Award. And the Good Samaritan this year goes to Nicole, adopting for Buddy and just filling our hearts with joy. So Nicole, please know that really love this, and please say a few words with regards to this, because we really think Buddy hit the jackpot.
Not all treasure comes in gold, some arrive with paws to hold. Buddy joined our wandering crew and brought more joy than we ever knew. To Keenan and Nicole, we all hug you for the Good Samaritan Award, for paws in the air and a wet nose.
So originally, he was found in a dumpster with his sister as young puppies. Someone just tossed them in there. Unfortunately, on some of these islands, people don't really treat animals very well. And Buddy's sister got adopted by a nice young woman, and Buddy got adopted by a family who had him for 6 to 8 months or so. And then, unfortunately, they didn't take very good care of him. Supposedly, they were moving off the island and they resurrendered him back to the Humane Society. He was malnourished and has a bunch of scars on his legs and on his face and stuff. And when we saw him and just like, oh, we have to check him out, it was basically love at first sight. So we temporarily named him Buddy, like, oh, hey, Buddy, come here. And then it just kind of clicked. And within a couple of days, he's like, that's his name. And so we are super happy to have him. And he now has a forever home. So we did foster him for a couple of days just to make sure that he was okay with boat life, because not all dogs do well on boats. And he did phenomenal. He voluntarily started swimming. He was potty trained within a week to use the grass pad outside, which was really great. He's really filled our hearts with so much joy and gratitude. He is the sweetest thing ever. He loves every body, every dog, everything. He wants to play with everything. And he's just a very sweet, innocent soul. And we want to make sure that we continue to keep him that way. He's so much of a little kid.
Nicole, I am so grateful that Buddy found such a wonderful and caring family. And of course, he's going to be the luckiest boat dog on the planet, knowing you and knowing how much love he's going to get from you. Match made in heaven. Let's go on. The next award is Boat Yoga, and that's for folks in contraptions inside their boats. Had a couple of submissions this year, we had like 3 or 4 of them. This was one, another one. And it's hard to see who that is. I think that is actually Serenity. But the winner of this year's award is Sailfish, inside the bow in the anchor locker. He's just down in there working on his windlass. So that's the winner of this year's Boat Yoga Award.
Deep inside the bow locker where no human should fit, I found 3 lost jackals and a smell I won't admit. The windlass keeps winning, but I'm giving it a go. Doing downward facing sailor in the chain locker below. Boat yoga, time to relax. Boat Yoga Award, it's my only success.
So congratulations to Sailfish for winning the Inside the Bow Award on Boat Yoga, a new position that we will make officially part of the Ocean Posse boat yoga postures. Next, we're going to go to the Courage Award.
For 13 days she held the wheel through every wave and every heel. Toward Pitcairn they found their way with courage at the helm each day. These island shores born from mutiny, intrepid Jerry steered clear of this. No lesser form of treachery is Raymarine's autopilot shit assembly.
Always something difficult. It's what folks go through. Last year, of course, it was Pathfinder with their loss of their vessel and swimming for their lives 7 hours. This year, the Courage Award goes to the intrepid Jerry, who halfway across the Pacific lost their autopilot and had to hand steer all the way to Pitcairn Island. And ironically, that is where the survivors of the Bounty wound up. So she did not mutineer. So the intrepid Jerry, congratulations to you on your courage. And you can see it in her eyes. It's just heartbreaking to have to hand steer for that many days in the middle of the ocean. Congratulations, intrepid Jerry. You earned the Courage Award. Next, we're moving on to Yoda of the Year.
We sailed for anchorages, rum and cheer, not military briefings every year. Avon helped us to safely roam and pointed hazards far from home. With drones and warplanes in the skies, he gave us facts that made us wise. The Yoda Award is well deserved today for helping keep explosions well away. Bravo Zulu, Bravo Zulu, on your Ocean Posse Yoda Award.
For somebody who really does something outstanding, either for the fleet or has some exceptional wisdom. And this year, the Yoda of the Year award goes to Avant, because thanks to him and his perseverance, we were able to get 200 yachts who filed the float plan and did not get blown up. Thank you for Rob from Avant for making it possible for folks to register and not get blown up. That's basically the award that you get. And Rob has been part of the posse from the beginning, and he always reaches out, and he was able to work out a deal with CENTCOM to make sure that vessels can transit safely. And congratulations, Rob. Thank you. And thank you for doing this. And then last but not least, Curtis, you're going to get the Sloth Award just because we can.
The charts were drawn, the tanks were filled, but fate had other plans to build. The engine yawned, the line stayed fast, while months drifted slowly past. Though circumstances held her near, you're lived to voyage another year. Ocean Posse, Sloth,